You're an idiot. You told us to be quiet. Okay, here we go.
All right.
A 1, a 2, a skiddy-diddy-do.
Damn, so that's really getting cut out. That's crazy. That's really crazy.
I can leave it in. I just
You
need
told
the
us to
sound.
be quiet for 3 seconds.
That was 3 seconds.
Which seconds?
Because y'all 3 seconds were longer than mine, so it doesn't make my 3 seconds any less important than yours.
What? Okay.
Okay, here we go. Good morning, y'all.
Yeah. We're back again. Tired as hell with the extra grog. All right.
The extra grog.
Extra
I like
grog.
that, actually. I like that.
The extra grog.
Your approval is what I live for.
That's
All right.
That's sad. That's not good.
I was gonna say I never live for Robert's approval.
That's
even
sadder. You didn't need to say shit. You could have just left it.
I could have, but I did it.
2020,
2020, y'all. 2020.
it's you been served. All right. Quick shout out to my cousin, rest in peace. We had his funeral yesterday. What was yesterday? The January 11th?
I think so. Yeah.
We had his funeral yesterday, January 11th, and unfortunately I was unable to attend because my manager, he been scheduling me and my trainee very stupid. But I did show my face at the repast. Everybody said the going home service was good. My granny was there, caramel granny, serving food. She also came out with a quick speech like, you know what? We got to stand together as a family. We can't sit here push away each other. You know, so for anybody who is up to date on my little cousin stuff, I appreciate all your support. Just once again, we going to court again on the 16th this week. That's a Thursday?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I should be in attendance because I don't have work that day. So next podcast we do, I'll keep y'all in the loop. Or I'll just send it to Robert and he'll probably post it up on the story. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Or we'll just throw a flare in the air.
Yeah.
And you guys will know. Green flare means everything is good. Red flare means the Titans are attacking.
The Titan.
So
well, something we might want to. So the podcast that comes out after this, right? We're gonna go into depth a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because we've already recorded that, and then you'll be fully briefed on the situation. But at least for now,
Fully clothed.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
wait, what?
Why you gotta get naked?
No, we were putting clothes on them.
Yeah, but why were you naked before? I think it's
Because they weren't briefed. They weren't clothed.
Oh, that's actually kind of clever. I didn't think about it like that.
Thank you. All right. I live for your approval more than Robert's.
Wow. Okay.
Since that's apparently a sad story.
Pretty sad life.
I feel like
if he's trying to get their approvals.
You know what? It's hard being a dog out here. Okay.
How did you become a dog?
He does
I live
love
a sad
animals.
life. Okay.
So very, very, very. What kind of tone? We go. This is a very serious tone that we're starting off on this podcast.
I'm just retarded.
Well, you did start off with skiddly diddly do, so maybe not.
Good point. You're welcome, y'all. You're welcome. 2020, right?
Yeah, 2020.
And I still can't see.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what you want to talk about today, man? What you want to talk about?
Sticking with the serious tone that we started off with. Mm-hmm. I'm sure everybody knows. I'm sure everybody's already been talking about it and discussing it.
I surely have.
The Australian fires that have been going on.
Yeah.
What do you got? Do we even know what caused it? I mean, how did it all start?
What I think a lot of it is, and I've done a little bit of research, but not that much.
Yeah.
Is just Australia is a very dry continent.
Yeah.
And so that's why the fires aren't connected. Like I was looking at the map, there's fires going on everywhere, but they're not all connected. And I think it's likely just because they go through so many droughts. There's such a small amount of water in Australia.
Yeah.
That all the green foliage is just starting to burn now.
Oh.
And it was interesting. I thought the fire was mostly in the center, where nobody lived, but it's actually, I was looking at the map yesterday. It's all along the sides. So that's where everybody lives in Australia. The center is mostly unoccupied, except for the Aborigines.
Yeah.
That's where all the deadly shit is.
The what now?
The deadly shit.
It's where all the stuff. No, because you can still find all the deadly shit in the. That's beside the point. No,
You're right. I'm sorry.
No,
It's a valid question.
You're kind of right.
Yeah,
there is some stuff that you can only find in the center that is more dangerous. But the spiders and a lot of the snakes still exist throughout Australia. It's not just
they're not just in the center. They're all over.
But anyway, so a lot of people's houses are burning down, and there's been a couple people killed actually by the fires. So
yeah, I think last I saw it was about 67 people died from the fire.
Yeah. Wow. And shout out to my family. They live in Victoria. There's
I was gonna ask, don't you still have family out there?
Yeah, I do. To my knowledge, I haven't talked to them much, but they appear to be fine. There doesn't appear to be any fire immediately next to them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But even so, the skies are crazy, and I hope they're well.
Yeah. Because even though they're probably not affected by the fire, it can still probably be like bad air quality.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, anybody that got asthma in your family, looking out for them.
Yeah.
All right. Shout out to the Ghost family. You guys have a fire last name. I love it. No pun intended.
And the Hayes family as well.
Nah, but for real, the fire.
No pun intended. Make sure you don't cut that out. Make sure you leave that in.
Please, I'm not trying to get cussed out by somebody. I just received a random DM. That's not funny.
How dare you use my name like that?
That's not funny, mate.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. It just
but your
slipped
family's
out.
good.
Yeah, to my knowledge. I'll catch up with them again after this podcast.
Yeah.
I talked to them, or my dad talked to them a couple weeks ago while the fires were still going, and they were okay.
Okay,
so
that's good.
I imagine we would have heard something if they weren't okay.
Well, I'm glad your family's okay, and so glad more people are okay than those fires took. You said 67 lives.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
67 human lives, over 1 million animal lives have been lost. It's a sad case.
Depends which animals. How venomous were they?
No.
How many people did they kill?
No. That don't
honestly,
count.
When all this was going on, all the stuff that I started seeing about like the koalas and everything, I was like, man, Ty must really not be living life right now because of that. Like, because I know you love animals, and I know it would break your heart to hear about this news and whatnot.
Yeah.
I was.
And then
sad.
Steve Irwin's family was involved in it. They were trying to save as many animals too.
His
son did an interview about that, and he was asking for help, for donations. And in the interview, he was crying. I'm like, dang.
Yeah, I was looking at the fires again, and one of the main reasons I was looking is I wanted to make sure that their place wasn't burning down.
Oh,
right.
Yeah,
and it looks like they're okay, which is good. I'm glad to hear that.
Because big ups to the Irwin family.
Always.
I love them. They deserve nothing but love. Nothing but love.
You hear that, guys?
All right.
He loves you. So if you guys want to fly him out there, or give him tickets to your next show,
I accept anything free.
That's true.
Herpes?
Damn.
That's free.
Good point.
Pretty fucking free.
Good point. Anyways, if you aren't up to date on the Australian fires, Google is an accessible source. Do not be afraid to use it.
No, it's
there's
not. Prove it. Oh, sorry.
Oh, gosh, you got an iPhone right there. You can ask Siri. I'm sure your Siri's connected.
I don't want to talk to Siri.
search.
Me and Siri, we're not talking right now.
That's valid.
We're not on speaking terms.
She's annoying.
She's a bitch.
But, well then, yeah. If you're not up to date, there's definitely Google, Bing, whatever search engine you're using. Definitely, there's a lot of people sharing it on Facebook, on Instagram.
I'll put some links in the description, just like we did for the Amazon fires. If you have a little bit to give, please do.
Please.
Australia's a beautiful place.
I've seen some plants have actually started.
And they end up close. It's just dangerous.
It's okay. It's an adventure.
I'm about to take a walk with the armor, just a full coat of armor on.
It's gonna be fucking hot.
I don't care. I'd rather be hot than dead. I'd rather be hot than poisoned.
Okay, all right. I guess that makes sense.
No, but what were you gonna say?
I've seen that there's been some plants that actually started growing back as soon as after some rain. I know that there was some rain that hit the fires and everything that really helped out.
Yeah,
praise the sun.
Yeah, there's already new plant life growing back, so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, man, the beauty of Mother Nature. All right, nothing can stop her from doing her thing.
That is true.
All right,
don't fuck with Mother Nature.
Nah, cause she will fuck back.
Something.
It's like I knew he was gonna say it, and I still set him up for it. In the back of my head, I was just like, "Why? Why, George? Why give him the chance? Why give him the opportunity?" And I just said, "He'll be fine. He won't do it."
You should know better.
I know. I'm sorry.
So
It's been a while. Okay, I haven't been here for a while.
So no.
miss you too.
One thing we see with every fire, we've seen it with the Brazil fire, with the fires in America and California, and we've seen with this one is people in charge, including the Prime Minister of Australia, seem to deny climate change.
Yeah.
Like he says when he is asked about it, he says, well, it's not as big of a factor as these other things, right? Which is clearly not the case.
Yeah.
And it's something I think every time we talk about these fires, we need to touch on, because climate change, global warming, all that shit, that is a reason that we are seeing an increased amount of fires. It wasn't like this, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago.
Yeah.
This is something that we're seeing now because of the change in the climate.
Y'all need to get y'all shit together. All right. Me, Robert, and George, we're supporting right now. The three of us have hybrids. And that's only the first step.
What's the second step?
Yeah, what's the second?
Yeah.
That's a lot of steps you have to take.
So, okay.
But the first step, get a
This is
hybrid.
the first step. Get a hybrid,
Hybrids
okay?
are,
Or a Tesla if you can afford it.
Goddamn.
That too.
Very true. Very true.
Or you know what? Get a bike. Just bicycle around
Just
everywhere.
get some legs, Get some legs. You know what?
Just walk.
Fine.
Just walk. Good exercise.
Just use your thermal energy. You'll be fine.
Walking is good.
Walking is
I mean,
good.
I feel like that's one of the great things about New York is like you can go there and do whatever you want without a car.
Yeah.
That's the problem with LA though. Is like it's hard to do that. Like,
It's hard because one, you can't get from point A to point B in like 30 minutes. It takes you an hour.
Very
because of
true.
freaking traffic.
yeah.
But then
Fucking hate LA traffic.
it's one of the only ways to get around is with the car.
Man, I'd rather fly.
From from Santa Monica to like Burbank.
From 40th place to 50th place.
Okay.
Because I'm tired of driving. I just rather float.
Just want to float. So
just
you
wanna
you
float.
want the ability to fly is what you're saying. Like superpowers.
Pretty much. I'll take super jumps.
Super jumps.
All right. That's fine.
This motherfucker.
That way I have legs like yours.
Okay, that's fair. All right, he's good. He's good.
Yes. All right. I've been approved again.
Look, all right. If you're gonna be doing that, don't fuck up the jump. All right, just don't fuck it up. All right. Or else I'm gonna have to make a documentary about you.
Damn.
All right.
Damn.
Yeah, that was a weird little transition I
Damn.
did there, huh? Hey! So this new this new topic we're about to hit is Kevin Hart's documentary on Netflix, right?
It's called Don't Fuck This Up.
Boom.
All right.
Couldn't
Like you fucked up that transition like that.
How was I gonna go from that to that? Like I kept trying to figure out a way to do it. I was like, you know what? Fuck it, whatever. We're just gonna do it. Fuck it. It is what it is.
I feel like sometimes you need to just let the artistry go to the wayside and be like, all right, our next topic is, because low key sometimes that's a better transition.
You know what? So hold on. What's this documentary about Kevin Hart about?
This documentary is
What's it about?
Yeah, brief us.
It's about Kevin Hart's life, basically. Anybody who knows Kevin Hart, they know that Kevin Hart basically talks about his life, but in comedy.
In comedy, yes.
But the documentary takes a more serious approach to his life, actually breaking it down for what it is.
Yeah.
It's a 6-episode watch, about 35 minutes per episode. You can easily knock that out in about 3.5 hours on your next off day. It's worth it. He talks about his mother and how she was really stern on him and growing up. He talked about his dad when he moved away and how his dad and basically the whole dad side of the family was just drug addicts, and how he lost his mom and how his dad responded to that. He talked about his marriage, both of them. Mm-hmm. The one he got the divorce and the one he cheated with. He also even talked about the whole cheating experience. He calls it the Vegas situation, but he talks about all that stuff. And he even talks about how he was denied his chance to host the Oscar all because people wanted to bring up old tweets that he said over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's a good watch, and it's a lot of inspirational things in there. Like Kevin Hart is just an A1 comedian. He's easily relatable, and he just breaks down that anything is achievable, and he just makes himself a living proof that he started from nothing.
Yeah.
You know, he had to deal with the loss of his mom. His mom had breast cancer. Dad currently going through COPD treatments because he just might have lung cancer.
Damn.
He's got 3 kids now. Just had another child with his most recent wife. He just started off as the most forgettable comedian to now the most unforgettable comedian worldwide. And that documentary just explores all the hardships and the upcoming of that.
Yeah.
It's a nice watch.
Okay. I have to check it out. I've seen the trailer, but I just haven't had the time to sit down and watch it. But I'm curious. I do like Kevin Hart and I do like his stuff. And it's like every comedian out there, like there's a reason they're funny is because they actually have some stuff that's tough for them, you know? Like,
right.
Yeah.
So I'm really curious. I'm curious to check it out and see what, how far in depth they go.
Yeah. They say a lot of the people that are like the happiest are actually the ones that are dealing with the worst kind of stuff, you know? Mm-hmm. So, but since you brought it up, how did you guys feel about when he wasn't allowed to host the Oscars because of those tweets? I think they were homophobic or something like that.
He tweeted back in 2009 that if his son was to ever go into his daughter's room and play with the dollhouse, he'll break the dollhouse on his son's head. So it was a pretty dark meme. Yeah. A pretty dark comment. Yeah. But, you know, he's a comedian. He's going to say some dark shit like that.
Do you feel like he should have been not... Do you feel like it was right to not let him host the Oscars? Given that?
How many years ago was this? Like
this
those
was
tweets?
2009. So, and I think it was 2019 was when he was meant to host, or was it 2018?
Early 2019, because he received the news about it late
like
2018.
10 years ago.
Like about good 10 years. Yeah. I mean, to make that be the reason as to why he shouldn't host the Oscars, I don't think that's... I mean, it's 10 years ago, and I'm not saying it's okay to tweet that stuff. I'm not saying it's okay to say that stuff. Period. Yeah. I'm sure he doesn't. I'm sure. Did he comment on the comments? Like, did he say like that was 10 years ago? Like, I don't believe that anymore.
He said that, and he said he had apologized previously, and you can go find that apology if you'd like.
There you go. So it's like, I mean, we're all humans. We all make mistakes. We all say some stupid shit sometimes, and I feel like that's a moment that he had. That was a weak moment, and unfortunately it came out. So that being the reason as to why he couldn't host the Oscars, I think was just that's a bullshit reason.
You also have to take, I think, things in context, right? Yeah. And the context of 2009 is way different than the context of now.
Weren't we still fighting for gay rights back then too?
Well, they would argue we're still fighting for it now, and I would say that's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were definitely a lot less, along in that journey back then, and I think there's progress that's been made, and a lot of us are moving with that progress because a lot of us aren't gay, you know. So we're learning as the culture learns. Yeah, I feel like.
Yeah, you're definitely right.
I agree with that. Well, I mean that sucks. I didn't even know about that whole situation with the Oscars. I didn't even know that was the reason he couldn't host the Oscars.
Yeah, he was going to be the fifth black person, I think the fifth colored person ever to host it.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. That would have been dope.
It would have. That would have been groundbreaking, historical. What was he looking at? Oh, I wasn't.
The ground. Because it's breaking.
Oh,
boom.
Shit.
Boom. Boom. You didn't catch that?
I didn't want to catch it. I didn't want to receive it.
There's a lot of things I don't want to catch either. That's fair.
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Y'all know I have a bad habit of zoning out during the podcast. Like that's why y'all catch all my bad facial reactions.
I have a handful of people who have told me that you were their favorite to watch on the YouTube channel.
I just zoned out.
And it's funny because when you zone out and you zone back in, you catch what we're actually saying. You're like, wait, what?
Yeah, I can. There's a specific moment, right? So when I'm editing, I'll zoom in. Right, it takes like 5 minutes to zoom all the way in.
Yeah.
And then I cut it as soon as he goes.
Yeah.
It's that moment. He'll say something. He'll be like, "Oh, okay."
Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, we're still talking? I'm back. Damn. We got 45 minutes. We just started recording 10 seconds ago. I'm sorry. Sorry, hello.
I will say, no, to be fair, though, I think some of it comes from just listening intently.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes he'll be interested in the topic and he doesn't necessarily want or know how to talk on it, so he just listens, which is a good thing, a good skill.
Yeah.
Like, it's something I think everybody else could benefit from, you know?
No, he does. He does pay attention. If it's a negative, he's not going to listen. There have been those moments where, I'm not gonna lie, it's some of my favorites, where it's like we'll be talking about something and I know you zoned out, and then we'll get back to the topic and you're like, wait, did that happen? I'm like, yeah, dude, we just talked about it like 5 minutes ago. So you bring it back up, we're like, wait, for real? It's like, yes, dude, we just talked about it.
That's crazy. Shoot. Thank you. I appreciate all y'all enjoying my retardedness on this podcast. Somebody has to do it. So, and apparently I do it the best.
So we were talking about the Oscars. I was wondering, did you guys see the Golden Globes or Ricky Gervais, his opening monologue at all?
I did hear about his opening monologue. I didn't watch it live because I think I was out with friends or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I did hear about it. And
tell me.
I don't know. I was like, I get what he was trying to do, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Like, I just it rubbed off on me the wrong way. You know?
Yeah, I could see why you'd say that. I could say it wasn't my opinion, but I could see why you'd think that.
What did he say?
Well, he basically lampooned a bunch of the people, and he's like, hey, don't make any fucking political statements. You're not in any position to make any political statements. Yeah. Because you work for companies like Amazon, and, you know, he just listed off all these bad places that they work. Yeah. And it's like, if you're a total hypocrite, so come up here, grab your award, and then fuck off. Yeah. Is basically what he said. Which I appreciated because I think it's true.
It is.
It's like these, you know, a lot of these people, they pretend to be for the things that we want them to be for. Yeah. But in reality, they're still contributing towards something that is negative. You know, unfortunately, it's the case.
Yeah. No, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I understood why he said it, and I do believe that he was right. On some level, he was right. What just kind of rubbed off on me was like, well, that's not the case for everybody. You know, there might be that one or two people that actually have a statement, like actually have a stand on what their political views are and whatnot, and they may actually have knowledge and may know what the fuck they're talking about, and maybe, you know, they're not contributing to these big corporations that actually take all the money and whatnot, and maybe they're actually not a hypocrite. Well, but I don't think they would even go up and even do that. As far as like going up and giving a political statement while they're receiving the reward, because what I've noticed, people who actually have like a say so, or who know what they're talking about, they don't really just go up and say it whenever they get a chance. Like they'll go and prove it other ways. They'll go and do it.
Yeah, it's proved through actions.
Exactly.
Not through...
They're not going to say the words. They're going to go do it, and they're going to prove it. So that's why it was just a weird situation. You know, like it rubbed me the wrong way, but at the same time, I was like, I get what he's trying to say.
Homie got balls.
I know. Yeah. Well, yeah, this is fifth time hosting, and he's like, "This is my last, so I'm just gonna go balls out." Yeah, which I thought was at the very least brave. You know, like a lot of people wouldn't have said that shit. I don't know. I agreed with it. I felt like you can't really be a part of Hollywood without contributing to the problem to some extent. You know, and I'm not faulting them. Everybody has their jobs. Yeah. Like we do things at Starbucks and we waste a shit ton of water. Yeah.
I waste a shit ton of food. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But being, you know, then putting yourself on a pedestal, and you know, it's like you're not really, nobody in the industry, I think, is somebody that we should aspire to in that sense. Yeah. That's just my opinion, but
nobody's perfect.
Far from perfect.
Hey.
Hey. You know, that's my new a cappella group.
Far from perfect.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think it sounds pretty good.
Sounds tight, right?
Yeah, I like it.
You want to join?
Of course, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with a name like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm there, bro. Can we get t-shirts?
T-shirts? I already have some.
You got some t-shirts?
Yeah. Do you want one?
I want one.
I'll give you one after the podcast.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
Woo!
And you said you didn't want to turn white.
What does that have to do with me getting a t-shirt?
You're a colonizer now.
I'm a colonizer? Because I want a t-shirt?
Because you're supporting the loss of my.
So wait, every time somebody listens to a white rapper, they're a colonizer. Is that the idea behind
If
it?
you listen to Eminem, you're fine.
Well, okay, but other like
There's more than one white
Post
rapper.
Malone or-
And Macklemore and G-Eazy.
Macklemore's.
He doesn't really like
Yeah,
Macklemore.
but no, yeah, okay, I see your point.
I guess I'm a colonizer now.
Yeah.
What do you know?
It's okay. You always were at heart.
Welcome to the club.
It's a good thing
Why is that?
because I'm one.
Oh. I don't know. I can't. You know what? I'm done. Bye, guys.
It's too late. The door is locked.
What's done is done. I can unlock it from the inside.
And then you do that, there's going to be chains on your balls.
There's going to be chains on my balls.
What?
Thai logic.
That's not.
I don't quite understand it.
That's not a pretty sight.
But I always just gotta let it be.
You don't want that to happen to you.
Why would I get chains on my balls if I unlock the door?
Because Saw did it.
Now, how did Saw get here?
He opened the door.
I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you with a burning passion.
I don't. Yeah.
I hope you get chorro. I hope.
This iced coffee just might cause it. So that's. Bad.
You know what I've started incorporating into my speech?
Chorro.
La chingada. Because I've been watching the podcast and you say it so fucking much. I was like, okay, I need to figure out what that means, and I need to start saying it.
Google Translate.
So yeah, so I've started using it.
Do you want me to tell you what it means?
I've heard a translation, but you might as well.
It's more of like saying like what the fuck, or son of a bitch. It's que la chingada is it's more of a phrase that can be used virtually for just about anything, and it can mean a variety of different bad words.
Yeah, depending on the context of the situation. Yeah.
But as you see, like I use it more of like son of a bitch. Or like, what the fuck? More of like that. It's fun.
I like it. I've stolen it. That and Schmeat.
You know what? I'll allow you to use it, sir.
Oh, thanks.
It's okay with me. You're not a colonizer in any way, but I'll let you have the word.
Aw.
I share words.
You share languages? Because Spanish was yours, Espanol was yours, and now you're letting me speak it. Thank you. You're so sweet.
Damn. Like sugar.
Don't give that face.
Damn.
Go back and edit that out, motherfucker.
Hey.
Robert, edit that out.
Everybody in Hollywood, George is sweet.
Yeah, George is the only person, if he made a political stance, I'd be like, all right, it's cool.
Honestly, I was thinking about it in my at work when like if I was in that situation and somebody did that, like even if I didn't have a stance or even if I didn't have anything to say that was political, if I did get the award and I did get to go, I'd be like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna do it. Fuck it. I know I'm not supposed to be. I know, we weren't supposed to say anything about politics and whatnot, but I'm gonna do it anyways. And I'll just look at him just to piss him off. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Pretty much, it would probably be a bunch of bullshit, but
bitch.
Just so I feel like you should have gone up there, just been like, politics, and then walked off. It's like not even
politics.
Pass it on. A message from the foundation for a better life.
It'd be perfect.
Suck it, bitches. Boom.
All right, I think we've exhausted this topic.
I know we did. All right. On to the next topic, and a topic that I love with my heart. Topic that I almost I love Kevin Hart. We
love you, dog. I support your documentary. All right, go ahead, finish your transition.
One thing we're gonna talk about now. Oh, sorry, guys. It's something very near and dear to my heart, and I have a feeling, Robert.
I'm trying to help you.
Can you stop touching me, please?
I just want to help.
Don't touch my nipples. Got him. All right.
What?
All right. Moving on. Sorry. But yes, our next topic is the new film, The Rise of Skywalker. The third and final film of this saga, of this trilogy. Robert, we're gonna start with you. I know you've seen it.
I feel like my stance is not going to be what you expect.
Yeah, I know it's not. But it's okay. We're here to discuss. We're here to share.
No. I think you have the wrong. I loved it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But that's what I want to talk about. Is that so many people have hated it.
Word.
I've heard that.
I thought it was fantastic.
Right?
I thought it was the perfect ending, pretty much.
Right?
It totally mirrored everything that came before it, which is what the first film had done.
Yeah.
And the second film had done partially. One thing I did feel like it was very fast.
It did. I did see something about that when the film first came out. There was some complaints. Some people were like, "Oh, if you just took some, favorite parts or whatever of like the storylines and just cut them into a film, and you just add like one piece, or whatever." Yeah. But I kind of saw what they were talking about, but at the same time, it flowed very nicely. Like it was. I
do feel like there were not enough introspective moments. Yeah. And you could see that even in the film apparently was initially 3 hours and 30 minutes. So there's a J.J. Abrams cut. Yeah. Just adds an extra hour. Yeah. That we haven't seen. And that's one of the reasons why, when Finn is like, I have something to tell you, and then he never tells her. Yeah. Right? Like there's all these things that I feel like should have been in there. Yeah. So I want to see that cut. I want to see that with, the more emotion, some of the bits that aren't as action packed. Yeah. But overall, I really liked it.
Yeah. I loved it. It was The Last Jedi is still my favorite. But I do love this last one, and I love it even more that this trilogy came out when I was an adult. Yeah. Because the first trilogy that I remember watching was the prequels. Well, as a kid, like one that my dad didn't show me. My dad showed me the original trilogy. He put it on the VHS or whatever. Yeah. And played it, and I watched it with him. Yeah. It was amazing. Ditto. Yeah. But the prequels was one that we actually got to go to the theaters to watch with my parents.
Episode 1 through 3.
Yes. Yeah. And then this new saga came out, and I got to see it by myself as an adult. I was like,
I'm a grown little bitch.
I like how you added that last part. And he still took it.
Yeah. As I did this, wait, you just called me a bitch. Why am I?
I'll own it.
It is what it is, people. It is what it is.
And now it isn't.
But no, I really liked it.
Well, yeah.
He's my friend. Okay, he's my friend. Leave him alone. Nah, that's cool. You guys can attack him if you want.
That's fine. I accept.
There was a lot of people that didn't like it. There was a lot of the critics really attacked it. Yeah. But a lot of the fans, like people who actually love Star Wars, people who were big Star Wars fans, actually loved it. So I was like, you know what? That's for me. I was like, they're Star Wars fans. As long as they're happy, for me, that's a big point. Or at least they get it and they understand why it went the way it went. But yeah, no, I don't know what people really bitching about. But.
Well, I can talk about that because I did think it was interesting. A lot of people were saying that the film basically undid The Last Jedi in a lot of ways, right? Okay. He doesn't end up with an Asian girl and her screen time is cut. Yeah. The Finn Poe kind of romance, which I never really saw, but apparently was meant to be there. Yeah. Is not in this one at all. They pair off the black guy with another black girl instead of having him, And then she ends up being somebody, right? We're told in The Last Jedi, oh, you're the daughter of nobody. Yeah. And then she ends up being the granddaughter of Palpatine, right? And then a lot of people are, oh, have you not seen it?
No, I haven't.
Oh, shit. I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
Because I don't care about spoilers.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm excited to watch it now.
But and then the bringing back of Palpatine, a lot of people are like, well, that's kind of like, why was he suddenly there? Like he kind of came out of nowhere, and then he had all these ships that came out of nowhere. It's like, and again, I get all these criticisms. I'm not saying I agree with them, but they're,
you get what
I understand.
Yeah, you get it.
So I understand, especially if you were huge fan of The Last Jedi. Why you might feel like, oh, you know what, this kind of undoes a lot of the stuff that I liked about that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I wouldn't say undone. I do. I mean, yeah, there was parts of obviously Finn and the Asian girl. I was like, whoa, was there something there? Was there not? Well, obviously they're they're cool. They're friends. Yeah. And in the third film, you don't really see much of it, and her screen time does get cut.
Yeah, I do wonder if she would have had more in the 3-hour or 3.5-hour version.
Yeah. Probably. I mean, again, like there's a lot of stuff that gets cut. I mean, very well, and being in film, there's a lot of stuff that gets cut from the actual stuff that you actually did.
Yeah.
So there's a strong possibility. I do know the actor Oscar Isaac, the one who plays Poe.
Yeah.
He actually said that he was willing to take his character and with that bromance of him and Finn, like actually have like a actual love for the character, taken in that direction. Yeah. But it was denied by he called the Disney overlords.
Yeah. Which I'm not surprised, and I didn't mind the way they worked it out, where it was like this bromance was kind of leading towards they have to lead together. Yeah. Rather than they have to fuck. Like,
Which I thought that was cool. That moment where he was like, I need you to be my general. I need you.
And he's like, thank you. Yeah. He's like trying to tell. He's like, oh, thank you. Moving on.
We'll get back to that right now, but I got other stuff. Yeah. But no, and then, I mean, the whole scene where you actually get to hear the voices from the Fallen Jedi.
Oh, all that
was pretty dope. I thought.
We should probably maybe be.
Fuck, dude.
No, but when you hear all the people, and it's not just because in the beginning you also get to hear all the other people. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which is really cool. Yeah. I appreciated that. Damn it. Certainly.
You gotta go watch it, dude. I actually saw it. I was waiting. I saw it last week by myself. After work, I was like, what? Fuck this bullshit. I want it. Because I started seeing more and more spoilers on Instagram. Yeah. And it's like, it's been a couple. My buddy even texted me. He was like, all right, it's been 2 weeks. I think I given you enough time. What'd you think about Star Wars? I was like, fuck, dude, I haven't seen it. Man, and that's when he was just like, oh, come on, you gotta go. So I literally went to go watch it right after work on Tuesday.
What did you think of the ending? Without talking about, but with the person that maybe doesn't fully survive, and the interaction between that person and the other person. Did you like that? I felt like.
Because I kind of saw something like that happening from the very beginning.
I did, but I didn't love it.
I
think that person needed to die because Darth Vader died, right? So I understood the mirroring. Yeah. But the
that moment,
that romantic aspect of it, I didn't feel for as much.
I didn't have an opinion on it. Like it was like, I just kind of knew something like that was gonna happen already. I kind of thought it was gonna happen like in the second film. But
you kind of get that sense, especially when they fight together against the, Because
that's what, from the very beginning, like when what's it called? When you first see the character, when you first see him, you kind of just already know, like, he's bad, but at the same time, it's like, he's not all bad. What I enjoyed the most that I got from that, the two of them, is that you got one born from the light, but he chose the dark. And then you have one born from the dark, but she chose the light. Yeah. And it's like it can go either way.
Yeah, that was nice. I did like that.
And I love that.
What'd you think of like the Force dyad, or it was something like that, where they are like joined? Oh, you remember that? They talk about like this like two people joined by the Force that we haven't seen in generations. I was not sure how I feel about that. Don't worry, it's not relevant. It's not important to the story.
Were you looking at times or what?
No, I was trying to figure out when I work so I can go ahead and get a movie ticket, but nothing is falling in my favor. So
bitches,
right? Bitches. Damn, I'll tell you about them.
No, I mean it's something that I haven't seen in the films. Yeah, but it is some stuff that I have seen on the television shows. Yeah. And even from like some people putting up like on Instagram accounts and whatnot, like some of the comics that they read. So it's not something that's I have heard before. For them to kind of like throw it into the films and just kind of like, kind of not really describe it too much and kind of just be like, yeah, this is part of it the whole time. I can see how it can be a little frustrating. But I mean, I thought at the same time, I thought it was kind of cool. I thought it was kind of cool how that interaction between the two of them.
Yeah, I didn't really feel I was okay with it. Yeah. That was how I felt. I think
that's how I felt.
Yeah. What did you think of so in the last scene, right? Yeah. You see something be pulled up and then turned on. Yeah. What did you think?
Honestly, that's fucking sick.
That was awesome.
fucking sick.
Dude, how it I wish I could go into more depth, but I don't want to ruin it.
I was really happy with why she was there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not giving anything away. Why she was there.
Yeah.
I don't care.
We care.
I don't want to tell you.
We don't want to ruin the movie for you.
And I like
I'm about to go for a walk.
they brought the stories of the original stories
yeah.
to an end.
Yeah.
They finally got put to rest,
Mm-hmm.
which is beautiful. And now you see the start of something new.
And that was
still kind of the same,
yeah.
but different. Same, but different.
Damn.
Same, but different.
It was
What?
yeah. You ever seen the interview?
Which in? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the same but different. All right, fuck it, whatever.
No,
Sorry,
stupid.
my bad.
No, that was, but no, it was sick, right? Like,
was awesome.
when that thing gets pulled out, and then the way it happens.
We're not talking about a porno, right? We're not talking about porno.
The way it happens
Yeah.
with the like, I love that.
It was sick.
That was so cool.
Now I'm kind of hoping that they make something like that at Star Wars Land.
Oh,
to make
yeah.
your own?
How cool would
That'd
that
be
be?
sick.
That'd be
Yeah.
so cool.
I gotta add it to my collection now.
Yeah.
Damn.
Thank you, sir.
$257 for a flying dick.
Hey, I paid $300 for mine, so
It
that's a
lights
deal.
up, man. It lights up. Fuck you, bro.
Does yours light up?
Huh?
No, I didn't think
What
so.
does yours do? Yeah. Nothing. You bitch.
It's only on number 6, damn it.
You ain't even hit double digits, motherfucker.
I'm trying not to choke on this last round.
Oh, man.
Damn.
Welcome to the new year, y'all. We hitting it hard today.
All right.
But, okay. All joking aside, you need to watch it.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
good.
It's beautiful. I loved it. I don't give a shit what all the other critics say. I love this trilogy, and I'm excited to say that this was my trilogy. My dad had his original trilogy. The prequels, I don't know who can call those.
Is this your favorite trilogy?
I would have to. I mean, it's tough because the original trilogy. I mean, it's the originals, and then two, my dad sat me down and had me watch this with him. So that's why it's that trilogy is always gonna be special to me. Although I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of hard to go back and watch it.
I don't feel
It's hella hard. That's what I'm doing
It's
right
hard
now.
because it moves slow, and it's
So
just. I mean,
fucking slow.
compared to what I'm watching now, it's like fucking shit, dude. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's get these bigger action scenes and whatnot. Like the action scenes from the originals to these ones now. These ones now are a lot more intense, they're a lot cooler.
Well, they have the more ability. I mean, the first one was what, 1977?
and that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
That's why I don't want to compare. It's like the originals have a special place in my heart, and will always have a special place in my heart. But if I am being like 100% honest, this new trilogy has to be my favorite because again, it's mine.
It's his.
What about you, Ty? Because I think regardless of seeing the newest one, you'll know which trilogy. You should know already, like which one is your favorite.
I would go with I can't say Skywalker. Basically episodes 1 through 3. That was my favorite.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really? That surprises me.
The prequels?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
I mean, the prequels are dope. Don't get me wrong. The
I
prequels have
enjoy
some-
them, but only because I grew up with them, if that makes sense. Like, I think if I didn't grow up with them, I would watch them and not like them.
Yeah. What I liked about the prequels is that you just, well, obviously because you don't see it much in the original trilogy, you don't see it much in this one.
Yeah.
But it's because you see more Jedi interacting with people around them, of course. You know?
Yeah, that is cool.
Seeing freaking Samuel L. Jackson as a Jedi still shocks me to this day.
motherfucker. All right.
And he would have a purple lightsaber.
Senator Palpatine, you motherfucker. Just can you imagine?
Kill that motherfucker. So I mean, but so that was cool. And then seeing freaking Darth Maul and Yoda fucking Yoda being young and kicking ass.
Kill this bitch.
And then ObiWan Kenobi and Anakin fighting in the freaking lava pits and whatnot. So I mean, there's a lot of great moments and good stuff out of the prequels.
Yeah.
But if, I have to admit, this new trilogy is my favorite.
I loved you, Anakin.
Oh,
Loved you.
You guys remember the scene where Obi-Wan Kenobi tells Anakin like, "It's over. I have the high ground."
Yeah.
Do you want to know what's the real story behind that? Because that's not part of the script.
Sure.
So the whole reason Obi-Wan Kenobi actually says like, "I have the high ground. It's over," because what's the guy who plays Anakin? What's his name? Christian or Christopher?
I think it's Christian.
Christian
Something. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the actor himself. So when they were shooting in Australia, where they were staying at was actually like on a hillside, and there was a restaurant at the top of the hill that they like to go, every other night. So they would go, but there was two different pathways. So you can either go straight up to the restaurant, or you can take a pathway that's a little out of the way, but it's less of an incline and goes around. Well, every time they always took that the what's it called, the roundabout or whatever. Yeah. They always went there because the actor himself, he hates hills. He never liked going up hills. So when they're going through all the choreography, Christian Hayden. Thank you. That's what it was. Thank you, Christian Hayden. I knew he was freaking thinking about it the whole time.
Yeah, because I wasn't.
I know you were. He got quiet and zoned out, but I knew exactly what he was doing, and I knew you were right here. I had your attention. So, okay,
I'm like, I don't think.
We're good. But
So they took the roundabout way.
They always took the roundabout because he hated hills. So when they were doing all the choreography and the fight scenes, and when they landed on that spot, that is actually talking about. It's not ObiWan Kenobi talking to Anakin. It's now what's his name?
Ewan McGregor.
Yes, thank you. He's actually talking to Christian as a person, saying, "I'm at the top of the hill." He hates hills. It had to do with him actually hating hills and going up hills. That's why he uses that line of "I have the high ground."
That's petty. That's so petty.
That is petty.
That's so petty. I can only imagine how that one line intensified that scene. Like, you little bitch. Like, here I come.
That's why he tried to jump over. Like, you motherfucker.
I have the Force in this movie. Don't forget. Shit.
He was the chosen one. He was. But but I did hear that in the ObiWan Kenobi series that they're bringing him back. They're bringing back the
Ewan McGregor.
They're bringing back him. They're bringing back Christian Hayden, and they're bringing back somebody else. I think it's Obi-Wan Kenobi's master,
Qui-Gon
Jinn.
Yeah,
I believe they're bringing him back. I believe.
Really?
But I know for sure. Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker, they're coming back. They're going to be there for the series, and I also heard for the season 2 of The Mandalorian, Darth Maul will be returning as well.
Well, that makes sense because we saw him in Solo.
Yeah.
So
I wonder I wonder if they're going to connect that film directly to the new series for The Mandalorian.
Does it make sense?
Maybe. Well, no, I just mean I don't think they would have brought him back for Solo if they weren't going to use him for something. Is what I mean. I'm not sure that the timing makes sense.
Yeah, timing wise, it's off. But
I mean, time is. He seems to keep coming back. I think is the idea, right? Is that he died? He got cut in half, but then he was back.
He gets cut in half, but in the storyline itself, he actually doesn't die from that. He gets saved. He actually has robotic legs, and he actually has I think it's like a twin brother or cousin that's green. And that's why in the storyline itself, so in the TV series, it actually still connects to the films. Palpatine's actually still alive, so you see it there. So it's not far off for me to for the film, whatnot. Like he came back and like,
wait, sorry, maybe it's just because I don't know Star Wars very well. But what's Palpatine?
I think he meant Palpatine.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was really confused. I was like,
thank you. Apologies.
I pay attention.
He does. He didn't zone out this time. He was here with me. He was with me the whole time. He was with me. But
got my attention.
Hell yeah. But yeah, no. So I'm excited. There's a lot of new things coming out for Star Wars and everything. Disney Plus is gonna make it that much easier to watch it.
Can't wait.
I'm just curious. I know there's gonna be another saga. I know there's gonna be another trilogy. I'm just curious to see which route they go. Right. I did see something about them actually wanting to do a film of the High Order. Which will go way, way, way back. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I heard they wanted to do a trilogy about Rey training the next thing of Jedi. Yeah. And that's why she has that thing that she has at the end.
Yeah. Same, but different.
He has a boner.
Whoa. Who? What?
Him.
Rey.
Ty
Rey.
Rey's, you know what?
I'm done. I'm out. Going back to San Diego right now. Fuck this.
The traffic.
All right.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
So we have about 9 minutes, enough to hit something real short.
Okay.
What's going on in your lives? Update us.
Oh, I'm first? All right. Your boy just working. All right. I am right now addicted to work. I need to work. I need to have the extra money in my pockets. I got my car back. I'm happy about that. I'm going to take it in again, but to a different dealer this time. I'm going to take it to the actual Hyundai dealer on Tuesday just to get some little quick fixer-uppers and, get my car driving in A1 shape, considering getting into Uber. I got these lights in my car now that change color. It's pretty dope.
Ooh, okay.
I'm driving the Sexmobile now.
The Sexmobile.
Yes.
He's basically Chris.
Did you hear that, Chris? You got a twin now.
He didn't hear that. He doesn't fucking listen.
Oh, yeah. Fuck you, Chris.
Damn.
Fucking ass.
I just saved more gas than you. Fuck your clutch. Hybrid. Imagine there was a hybrid switch shift. Stick shift. There we go. There we go. There we go.
He said switch shift.
There we go.
He's my friend.
I'm forever in your debt. Forever in your debt.
All right,
well, as far as for me, just working right now. Kind of took a bit of a knee injury. My first week back in San Diego, I went for a run, and I think I really messed up my meniscus.
Damn, that's how old you are?
Well, it's because what happened was...
That's a cool word. Meniscus.
Right?
Meniscus.
Right? That's why I keep saying it. But, yeah, I went for this run, and it's like this old trail that I used to run back when I was in cross country. And so it's like a 4-mile run around this like park. Mm-hmm. And I ran it once, and as I was like coming to the end, I was like, I'll run it again. And so I did. And my knee just was really bugging afterwards, and I thought I was just, tired. I overworked it. And turns out, hurt my meniscus, so it kind of bugs from time to time. Like when I start running, like after a certain point, it will give out on me. So I just got to stop. It's feeling better, but it's been I haven't been able to run as often as I like to. Like you guys know, I like going for runs, and even soccer. I can't play, so I'm, a little sad about that.
Poor child. Isn't the meniscus the curve in water when you put water in the cylinder?
Yes. Oh. Actually, yeah. No, you're right. That's weird. No, not that you're right. It's weird.
It is a little weird that he's right. It is a little... That's weird. You're right. That's weird.
What the fuck?
That is clearly not what I meant.
Oh, I love that. I know you didn't mean it, and I know you didn't go for it, but I love that.
Well, I'm glad it was appreciated.
Oh my gosh, that was a really great laugh.
Oh,
that was amazing. Thank you, sir.
But what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say it's weird that they're the same word, but
two completely different things.
Mm-hmm. But continue about your meniscus.
No, it's just that's I just took a hit to like my run and all that.
Which knee is it?
This one. So just been taking the time and whatnot, trying to heal.
Have you still been exercising?
Yeah, I still go. I've still been going to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
I've been, instead of like running on the treadmill, I've been riding the bike, so it's less pressure.
Yeah.
And I started doing the rowing machine more. So that's been, been trying to keep on top of that.
Fish.
But I have been noticing not drinking as much. It's been definitely helping me out with my workouts and whatnot. I've been seeing more definition and whatnot, and I feel better.
It's okay. It ran out of battery.
Bitch. But no, yeah. Other than that, just working and leaving for Costa Rica in a few weeks.
Ooh,
that's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've already kind of gotten some of your travels out of the way. You went to Tijuana. Because you said your New Year's resolution was to travel.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess you gotta. I mean, I guess Tijuana. I never really looked at it as like traveling since it's always been like right there.
Yeah, but it is different.
But I get what you mean. I get what you mean. It's still traveling, regardless.
I mean, you travel to get here. That's traveling too.
Yeah, but he's been in LA, San Diego, Tijuana, and we're less than a month in. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
and he's going to Costa Rica
beginning of next month.
Big moves.
Big moves.
What you doing in Costa Rica?
We're just
getting holes.
Different area codes.
The same?
You're lucky.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm his friend.
I hate you both. I need new friends.
You can't top us, motherfucker. You can't top us.
Damn.
All right. On a serious note, what about you? What's new? What's been going on?
You asked me at the wrong time.
Well, you know.
I know it's my fault.
Chew and swallow.
I'm trying. So,
Don't hurt yourself.
what's new with me is, I guess, just I'm in winter session right now.
Yeah.
So I have I'm taking all online classes,
Okay.
which is cool because I can schedule it myself, but it's annoying because in some ways it's more work. Like I was telling Ty earlier today, I have 7 quizzes due today.
Fuck.
Yeah, they open up today, they close today.
Shit.
And it's just for one class. And it's because I had to do 7 chapters this week, and this is the first week.
Yeah.
And so they want me to do 7 quizzes, 1 for each chapter.
Crazy.
I know, it's annoying. So I'm doing that, and then I'm, working out, and that's pretty much it. I'm not doing much beyond that.
And to start joining you.
I just started watching Mindhunter. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
Mindhunter. No.
It's a show on Netflix. It's a Netflix original.
Ooh.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
It's basically about it's made up for the most part, but it's about like how they interviewed all these it is based kind of on a true story, but it's mostly made up. How they interviewed all these famous serial killers to develop an FBI method of
Tracking down.
profiling and serial killers.
Yeah.
Right? So you see all this guy and he's just interviewing them and he's using like these techniques to try and get them to open up, but he has to say some horrendous shit. It's really interesting but really dark.
Oh, okay.
But it's good. It's good. I like it.
It's a like TV series or is it?
Yeah, it's a show.
It's a show.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I gotta check it out.
Yeah, it's good. It's worth it. It's worthwhile. If you like, it's directed and created by David Fincher. So if you like The Social Network, Fight Club, things like that, then he's the same guy who did that.
Yeah.
So
I'll have to check it out. Sounds pretty interesting.
Also, Inception's on Netflix now.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I went up like a few weeks ago, no? Or something?
oh, you know what else I started watching?
What?
One Punch Man.
Hey! You know what? I just re-listened to the podcast, that podcast just the other day, and it was when he said One Punch Man, I was like, man, no, you shouldn't start with One Punch Man. And then I was thinking about the other day, like maybe he should. One Punch Man is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I was watching it. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's funny though because that anime actually started off as a joke. Like they made it. They didn't think people were gonna love it as much as they did. It was just to make fun of, not make fun, but like just joke around.
Yeah, it's almost a satire of like the hero genre.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. It's good. It's fun. Yeah. That's what makes it good. Is that it's it's this satire. And doesn't even care. He doesn't even give a fuck. He's just like
he just does it on his spare time. It's a hobby for him.
Yeah.
But the second season too is actually pretty good.
I'm like halfway through the second season.
Ooh.
Oh, you're okay.
So I haven't made it through that yet.
Okay.
You're passing me up now. All right.
Well, they have it on Hulu if you have Hulu. But yeah.
Another good one that I think you might like is Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer?
That one's good.
What is it on? Is it just
It's also on Hulu.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
it's on Hulu as well if you want to catch it on Hulu.
It's sex.
Is it sex?
It's sex.
Is it sex?
Sex.
But is it sex though?
I hate you guys.
The world
Where we at, Robert?
knows.
We're at an hour, so it's probably about that time for Ty to take us off.
All right, Ty. Do you think?
All right. So here's the problem, y'all. Here's the problem. It's not enough moisture in between my legs, and
He needs number 7.
So what it do, baby? Nah, I'm just messing around. It's that time. It is that time. Thank you. If you guys made it this far, I'm really proud that your ears haven't bled out. Because I'm just very proud of. I'm proud of these listeners, dude. We say some really crazy shit. I know I say some crazy shit.
Yeah,
I get really comfortable.
Can't argue with
that. I also want to give a quick shout out to George. You feel me? This is the closest we've ever been on this podcast. So, you
guys high five.
All right, we had a vibe today. Don't know what's going on, but I like it.
You okay, George?
I'm a little sick.
All right.
I'm still drunk from last night.
It be like that. It be like that. Don't forget, you guys. If any of you guys want to go ahead and support my family through these horrendous times, don't forget to comment on any of my pictures, DM me, whatever the case may be. Look up Dayvon Taylor. His information is all online. Also, same thing with the Australian fires. All right, it's not a kept secret, so there's no reason why you shouldn't know at least something. Everyone, I know someone on your timeline has shared at least one post about the Australian fires by now.
For real.
All right.
Honestly, like, yeah.
I know that for a fact because I see it everywhere. And it's still not too late to do your part as a human being that contribute to these things. All right. We all share Earth, and we got to make sure that no matter how close or how far the problem is, we are contributing any way we can. Kevin Hart, I love you, dog. Forever and always. I know you're not going to listen to this podcast, but hey, I just want it to be known that I love you, and I appreciate everything that you do. You inspire me to be better, to be funnier, and to eventually be somebody out in the world that's
sex.
Exactly. Handing out schmeat.
Que la chingada.
Last but not least, I need to do my role as a member of this podcast and watch the rise of Skywalker. But hey,
yes, dude.
But hey, I am still a Star Wars fan. I am up to date on just about everything else,
except for the rise of Skywalker.
Just cause
just playing.
Hey, shout out to Ty for bringing breakfast today as well.
Yeah,
very much appreciated.
All right, I don't know what it is. I've been in a really good mood this weekend.
I'm glad.
Thank you. You know, I love you guys, and my motto, like I've been saying all year, I'm trying to promote this: good news, good vibes, and good energy, and that's what I contribute. Yes,
good sex.
Always.
Not bad sex.
Yeah.
But good sex.
Good sex. You want to tell us something?
No. I want to tell you shit.
My sex life is my business.
You got it. All right. Follow us on our Twitter. Follow us on our Instagram. Don't forget anything you want to hear.
MySpace. Oh, we don't have MySpace, do we?
I mean, but you can set it up.
All right,
cool. We can have a MySpace.
Our Tinder.
Damn.
Swipe right on You've Been Served.
Get on our Tumblr.
Right.
We don't have Tumblr either. Huh?
What else don't we have?
Fuck, man. That's a lot of we don't Messenger.
We don't have a Nemo.
Our Facebook page.
We don't have a Nemo.
We probably should have a Facebook page. Actually,
I was thinking about that. That's the one thing we don't have.
I'm down.
We could easily have. Okay, we'll set that up.
Our Snapchat.
Ooh, snappity dooders.
Fuck. What's wrong with you?
I'm running out of things to say. I thought he would have closed out by now, but you didn't close.
My bad. I was just taking a slow turn. All right, but yes, follow us, shout us out. Closed mouth don't get fed, so please let us know what you. Fuck.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
They don't. So let us know what y'all want to hear.
He's not wrong, but that was just a funny thing.
I'm done talking. It's been time.
I'm Batman.
I'm producer.
And you've been served. Y'all have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, wonderful week, and help me find somebody to suck my dick.